it's not that we have a short amount of time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. That's a quote from some philosopher in somewhere. I don't know. I couldn't tell you, but that's the premise of this video. So I want to show you guys today how we can work smarter and harder, right? So time management is huge whenever you get down into the nitty gritty of business, into operations and how things run and how they're supposed to be ran. And this concept or this idea really came to me whenever I had watched, believe it or not, one of Casey Neistat's YouTube videos. I don't know if you guys know who this guy is, but Casey Neistat is this like vlogger, business videographer. He makes a lot of commercials for a lot of high-end companies now, but he started off as a vlogger, just posting these really, really high-end daily vlogs. And he never had any ad spend or never any advertisement pulled up on his YouTube channel, and he had over 100 million views at that point. And then once he finally realized, hey, I can turn on ad spend and make money from these YouTube videos that I'm making, the first month was 10,000, the next month was 20,000, just kept going up and up from there, because he had worked out this system so well to be able to do what it is that he loved. And he was a videographer, his whole life, and that's what he did for work. And so he would use YouTube as his like passion projects and to post his work that he does just to sharpen his skills and show potential clients out there what he's capable of, right? So this is his day schedule that he worked out. So you can see in the blocks up above, he's got white for free time, which he has none of throughout the day. He has black marked out for sleep, red marked out for work, yellow marked out for exercise, blue for family time, and then purple for fun. Now, if you look at his schedule right here that he has pulled up, he's got 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. is like his exercise time. Now, I'm sure, in some of that time, part of it's like eating, taking a shower maybe, but essentially you get the gist of it. He's organizes his time in these chunks so that he knows what to do at what time, and you don't have to question it. So lots of high functioning people have a calendar, have a system, have a schedule that they do, and it's not about working less. That's one of the biggest lies that they've ever told you. The 4-hour work week is a bunch of BS, because yes, you do start to systemize the workload, and you do start to get these operations to where they kind of flow on their own, but you're still having to manage those things, and you still want to make sure that they're running smoothly, and you can hire somebody to manage them. But whenever there's a problem, people are still going to come to you. The more solutions that you solve, the more problems that you solve, the more problems that are going to occur. That's just how it works. And there is no perfect system. So there's always going to be problems that come up that you have to solve. So the work is going to look a little bit different. It's going to be a lot of brainstorming, a lot of, okay, I need to go and call this person, talk to this person. It's not going to be so much boots on the ground once you get your systems in place, but it's still going to be work. So if you're an entrepreneur, if you're up and coming, if you own a business, this is the mentality that you need to have, is that it's going to be endless amounts of work no matter what. So it's either going to be endless amounts of work building something, and in the future you can, once you're completely done and you've sold your business, then you can take a break, or you're just going to work for somebody else for the rest of your life. Either way, it's going to be hard. Which hard are you going to choose? Are you going to choose the hard right now, or are you going to choose the hard starting your business and scaling and leveling up? So starting a business is the one that's hard right now, whereas getting a job is easier, less stress, but you're still going to have to work, and you're not going to have that baby that you created, that creation that you made. So let's get back to here. So his schedule that you can see is crazy. And he's essentially working 12 plus hour days. He's sleeping maybe 4 hours a day. He's going to sleep at 1 a.m. He's waking up at 5 a.m. It's crazy. Maybe 6 a.m. He's getting 4 or 5 hours a night of sleep. And even within this, work chunk here, it's still vague. And so he probably has tasks and items categorized within that work schedule, within that 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. schedule time slot. It's like, okay, I need to do this, 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 this. And he has a schedule within that schedule. So if we come over here, what I want to talk to you guys is about working harder and working smarter. So what I do with my team is we are a marketing agency, so we have a vast amount of offers that we do for our clients, right? We build out websites, we run advertisements, we do email campaigns, CRMs, you name it, anything to do with the computer and marketing, we do it. So that being said, how do we manage all that? Well, it's just me and one other guy, but how are we able to manage everything, and how are we able to fulfill all of the client work and still be able to scale at one point or another? So I'm just going to walk you through here really quick, and you guessed it, you can't do everything on your own. So you need to learn the art of outsourcing, if I can spell it correctly. Outsource. I don't know if I spelled that right, but whatever. So you need to learn the art of outsourcing. Well, how do you effectively outsource? There are people in the world that are qualified, more qualified than you at the things and items that you are currently selling and trying to do, that can do it at a fraction of the price. Now, if you're watching this and you're in the United States, you can outsource to almost any other country, minus a European country, and still do it at a lower cost than you would a US-based person. Now, if you're in India per se, or Pakistan, or one of the countries that oftentimes gets outsourced to, it might be a little bit more difficult to find people to outsource to that are still high quality and in your price range. But once you get those American clients paying those American dollars, then outsourcing is going to be no issue. So how do we find these people? So we go to Upwork. We create job listings on Upwork, just explaining exactly what it is that we need. And then what we do is we implement them into our team over here on Slack. So we have a Slack channel, and you can see right here, this is like one of the instructions that William gives out. So we have all of our team members, and they're all different. They all have different strengths. They all have different skill sets. So you can see here, we're giving out all the directions to all of these people on what to do. And it's like, hey, do this, do this, do this. And that may seem like a long time of like writing out what it is that needs to be done and giving direction. But whenever, in the grand scheme of things, if I can spend 30 minutes giving somebody direction to, something that's going to take me 4 hours to do, and I can just spend 30 minutes and a few dollars, then that's going to save me so much time, and I can then use that time to work on something bigger, something with a higher return. So how do we get there? So first of all, what you need to do is, like Casey Neistat here, you need to fill up your work schedule. You need to fill up your day with things that you're doing. And once you have a completely full schedule and you can't implement any more, then we need to start thinking like, okay, well, we still have all this other work to get done that I'm not getting done within the day. I need to figure out a way to outsource this. How can I outsource this? How can I outsource maybe the stuff that I'm working on right now so that I can focus on the higher return activities? And so once you have your bar filled up, right? This is 24 hours in the day. Once you have that filled up, and that's sleep, eating, working, if you have a family time, once that day is completely filled up, then we need to start worrying like, okay, well, how can we get in the mindset of having more hours in the day? What would I do if I had more hours in the day? Then what we can do is we can start finding other people to start filling those more hours in the day. This is how every successful company is built. This is how you cannot do it alone. And I can't stress that enough. So once you find somebody to be able to fill those hours, those work hours, then you have more tasks that are going to come up whenever scaling comes. There's more work to be done if you're trying to scale your business. How do we find these people to fulfill this work that is needing to be done? We come to Upwork. We make job listings, and once we make a job listing, what we do is we vet these people. So we ask them, send us your portfolios. We get them on a call. We say we set up a whole interview process, because that's what you need to do to vet these people. You can't just say, hey, you do this, and trust them to do it. You need to, in some way, understand and know that they're competent and that they're able to get the job done. And if you give them direction, that they're able to take that direction without many questions being asked and to get it done on their own. So once we get these people, and once we go through an interview process with them and we find out that they're a fit for the needs that we're doing, then we come over to the Slack, like I had shown you, and we implement them into our team. Everybody has a different skill set. If you need something, you reach out to somebody else, right? And so it's beautiful in that way, because then we're trading dollars for man hours. And you're thinking like, okay, well, what if I can't afford somebody? The thing is, if you have a system that works and you have a system that's making money, you need to do everything you can to try and scale that system. Now, you can't scale that system if you're the one fulfilling all of the work within that system. So you need to figure out a way to be able to outsource it and still profit. John D. Rockefeller said it's better to profit 1% off of 100 people than it is to profit 100% off of your own work. And so if you think with that mentality, with that mindset, okay, if I can get him to do a job and I get 50% of the cut just for setting him up with that job, then you're on the right path to truly becoming wealthy. Because once you can start leveraging people's skills and leveraging other people, you can then truly make a difference. So we outsource the work, right? We find people on Slack. We have this guy, Rakesh, he is our Webflow guy. He makes all of our websites. So a lot of the things that we do is website design, SEO work, and all of these different things. So if you're in the website niche, which is like kind of like who this channel is catered to, you need to figure out how you're going to fulfill all of those website deals. So our guy makes these Webflow websites for $150 a piece. Now, where he lives, that is an extremely, extremely good salary, because we're able to feed him, 5, 10, 15 of those per month. And so whenever we get a website from him, then what we do is we go and we upsell our client. We upsell them on different services. We upsell them on Facebook advertisements. We have somebody in here who's skilled and trained in Facebook advertisements. We upsell them in SEO. Now, we don't fulfill the SEO ourselves because there's tools that do it for you. What we do is we use this tool called Journalist AI, and it's actually just a SEO blog post automated for you, and you can try it out for free. I'll have this link down below. But Journalist AI is actually super cool because it automates all of the blog posts for us that we do, and they're actually extremely high ranking. For example, we implemented this. I have a screenshot here. We implemented this with one of our clients, and we actually doubled the website traffic within just a few months. And it looks like, here we go. So this screenshot from SEMrush here, with one of our clients, we started implementing Journalist AI right back here in May. And then in June, you can see where it really started to take off. And the organic traffic grew from 5,000 organic visits per month to 10,000. So this tool works. This is what we use, and what we do is we just automate all the posts. And this is actually one of the biggest selling points that we have, is one of the biggest upsales. And once we were able to find this tool to be able to do that, it's crazy, because all you do is you just link the website now, and then you can choose between different articles. You can take a YouTube video and create like a high ranking blog post from it. And you link your website to where it just starts automating these posts, automating blog posts. And it'll just post, if you schedule it out, you can say, I want 5 a week for the next 6 months, then it'll generate those and it'll post it scheduled 5 per week for the next 6 months, one a day, one each business day, whatever you want to do. And this has really, really, really helped us, this tool, with saving time, because that's what this video is about, saving time. So we want to work harder, but at the same time, we want to work smarter. So the idea isn't to work hard or work smarter and cut off the hours that we're working. The idea is to work smarter and so that we can have more hours within our day to work even more. Do you understand? That's how you grow. If you're not doing it, you're not growing. You're not doing it right. So check out Journalist AI. If you have a website at all, stop paying for your SEO guy. Journalist AI is the tool for you. Go to Upwork, grow your team, find the people with the skill sets that you're needing to grow your marketing business. And that's all, guys. That's what I have for you today. Go ahead and leave a like or comment down below any questions that you have. Check out Journalist AI. I'll have it linked down below. And let me know if you want me to go more in depth on this topic. See ya.